guys, I'm Matt. Welcome to another Mr. Maple 10 at 10. It's almost fall, y'all. This is the 10 at 10 for August 1st of 2023. I can almost hear a sigh of relief from gardeners nationwide. Cooler temps in the future.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Tim. Hit that like button. We're gonna talk about 10 of the 20 trees getting listed today, y'all. So get excited. We got some really cool plants on the table today and pretty cool plants that didn't make it on the table today too. So check your weekly email out. You can sign up for that on MrMaple.com if you don't get that currently. We put out at least 10 new trees every single Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We've got some great ones for you today. We really like to bring it every time. We try to bring a really nice, diverse mix. If you're new to our channel, we put out daily shows here on the Mr. Maple Show where we talk about trees.
And if you're watching this live, these do list at 10 a.m., so they're not currently on the website until 10 a.m.
There's always one person in the comments that's like, you know these aren't on the website. And I'm like, my dude, it is called the 10 at 10 and it is 9:30 right now. Like, I always gotta let somebody know. So not picking on you, but if you're that guy, check the title of the video.
All right, y'all. We do have our open house coming up on Labor Day. So Labor Day, that's on the Monday itself, not the weekend. We're gonna be open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Unless you're actually in labor, there is no excuse to miss this one. It is gonna be a killer Labor Day sale here at Mr. Maple. It'll be that actual Monday. We'll be open from 8 a.m. to 4. Crazy plants here. We've got some incredible stuff. We're gonna be bringing up things you hadn't even seen before. Announcements, band, food truck. It's gonna be off the hook, y'all. Make sure to be here on Labor Day.
So y'all, let's get started with the 10 at 10. To start it off, y'all, we got Acer palmatum, Lima Gold.
Lima Gold.
Lima Gold.
Lima beans? I don't know. They say Lima, Pennsylvania. I'm a southerner. I don't know. I ain't really from there. I always said Lima, but I've heard it's Lima. Whatever you call it, this thing is phenomenal. It is basically a small leaf Macawa Yetsubusa. That's how I like to categorize this thing, making it a perfect small tree for bonsai.
And this tree was named by Dick Wolf of Red Maple Nurseries, given as a gift to our good friend NJ Acer Ed Shin. And it's in the nursery trade because of Ed. I mean, Ed really got this out there to other nurseries and got them in production. This is just, basically it's a small leaf Macawa type. It has that same tight, dense, compact habit, smaller foliage. So it's excellent for bonsai. I mean, this is in that Macawa family, and it's one of the coolest ones in that Macawa family with that really small foliage.
Now, where the gold comes in is the fall color. Great yellows on this one to orangey golden colors in that fall time. Excellent container plant. So think of this one as a perfect tree for a big pot, patio planter. Looks awesome in the ground as well. Gonna give you some really nice dwarf compact Macawa type vibes there. And it's got that cool green color in the summer. Really small cupped up leaves that give it a very regal look. All right, y'all, next on the table. Whoa, whoa, whoa! We're dragging the world over with these big boys right here. We got some Emmetts Pumpkin.
Y'all, Acer japonica, Emmetts Pumpkin. There was actually a lady at one of our garden shows who said, I named this after my grandson, Emmett. And this one has a rounded Acer japonicum leaf, goes to a pumpkin orange fall color where it gets its name of Emmetts Pumpkin.
I mean, this could be a 3-gallon right now. This thing's crazy. Now, it actually does do a little bit of what we like about blush and beauty. Emmetts Pumpkin will blush some orange colors in the early spring as well. So you kind of get some orange blushing hues over top of this. Fall is really where that orange hits. You get some pumpkin sized foliage, some pumpkin fall color, right in time for Halloween. Get an Emmetts Pumpkin for the garden. It's always on that highlighter orange color. I mean, it is neon orange going into fall.
Yeah, we've been growing this one since probably about 2008, 2009. We've got a large one planted in our gardens at Maplewood Gardens, and this one really just lights it up each and every fall. It's one of our favorite Acer japonicums we've got in the gardens at Maplewood Gardens, and that rounded foliage just gives it something unique, something different, and really stands out among many of the lace leaves we have planted around it.
I'll tell you, this one thing that stands out about Emmetts Pumpkin, it's one of the faster growing Acer japonicums, so it does tend to get out there much faster. Not uncommon to get well over a foot to a 1.5 foot of growth a year, so it does get out there for an Acer japonicum. Lovely tree, great one to add to your collection, Emmetts Pumpkin. Woo, this was a good one. Back on the table,
this is a great
Midori.
One. Guys, we're bringing the yellow today with USU Midori. And this is a plant, give it protection from the hot afternoon sun, plant it in those shadier situations, but it still gives you this yellow bleaching over lime green.
Yeah, it definitely needs a little protection. So this isn't one for extreme sun conditions, but it is gorgeous. I love USU Midori. Really interesting shades. I think it gives you some of the more interesting shades in yellow as well. Like, you can get some pinks on this one in the spring. You can get some almost white bleached out like Tim was talking about. You can get some oranges. It is incredible colors. Beautiful tree. We've done a whole cultivar breakdown of this one with a specimen in one of our display gardens. It's probably over 7 foot now. Beautiful specimen, so definitely check that out if you want to see more USU Midori. But a gorgeous tree, and if you love those yellows, it's a must-have.
Yeah, I mean, you know I love the yellow. This is one you need in your garden. Again, this is one of those yellows that will be extremely bright in a more shaded situation with just a little bit of filtered light. And so this one is a rock star in my opinion, because many of the yellows need a little bit of sunlight to bring that out. And this one really shows up well with those highlighter, that bleached out look, even in a shaded situation. Yeah. So it brightens up those dark spots really easily.
This one will get you doing the yellow dance in your own garden. Now everybody asks, where's my dance at? Well, the thing is, I actually have a blue dance, but there's no blue Japanese maples, which is a shame because it's an incredible dance I'd love to show you guys. Until there's a blue Japanese maple, unfortunately, I'm saving it.
So guys, back by popular demand, Kennedale Sunrise. Last time we listed Kennedale Sunrise, this plant sold out in just a few minutes. I mean, literally like a minute, and people are complaining. So we've got a larger set for you. It's likely gonna sell out again, guys. So make sure that whenever you're going to check out, you check out quickly with this tree. If you add it to your cart, it doesn't hold it for you until you finish the checkout process.
Yeah, this is another one by our friends down there at MrMaples. This was an introduction by Keith Johansson. Kennedale, one of the areas he's from down there, or lived down there, and just gorgeous sunrise is what it's known for. He has a Kennedale Sunrise and a Sunset. If you want to complete the full set, you're probably gonna need both of them. Sunrise is really nice, kind of an elongated look to it. It also kind of has a cupped look to it overall and a real dwarf habit to it.
Yeah, it has a more divided foliage and almost a tuft appearance to it.
It gives you some Shishigashira vibes for sure.
It does on a more vigorous plant. So it's definitely a fun plant you should definitely add in your garden.
People were saying I don't hand you the trees enough in the last video. Guys, I'm big, I have to stay on my mark. I start getting out of the screen here. Corbin's telling me, hey man, you're out of camera. I gotta stay in camera, but how can I keep these DeSojos in camera right now? Bringing back Acer palmatum, DeSojo, you know, compete with the bonsai guys for this one. They always sell us out of this one. Low grafts on this, very nice low grafts. They are grafted. I always let our bonsai people know. You can air layer or do rooted cuttings of this one or bonsai on one of these, but it gives you a great starter plant for material. My suggestion is to buy a grafted tree for the landscape, plant it, then get your material from that for free. You can make millions of bonsai off that one plant. Maybe thousands.
Yeah, DeSojo is one of those plants that is just super, super popular. Every time we list it, it typically sells out that day. So again, check out quickly with this if this is something you're looking for. We'll send out those reminders shortly after the 10 at 10 hits. And DeSojo is gonna be a very popular one today. It always is, especially with those bonsai people. But this is a very heat tolerant tree that can go out there, pair with your hot blondes, your summer golds, and give you that fire engine red color, then go into the green during the summer, and with this red new growth again, and then fire engine red fall color. So it really gives you the changes of the seasons all on one tree. And that's one of the reasons why it's so popular for bonsai.
I think it's a perfect pairing with something like Katsura, Ueno-yama, similar leaf sizes, but different colors. It definitely gives you those flowering shrub kind of vibes in the early spring, because with this one, the foliage is the flower. I mean, you're gonna get a flowering interest on this one. Even if you're not getting up close and looking at the small maple flowers, the foliage definitely has all that high spring impact, I would say, of any flowering shrub you can find. Hey, it's not Halloween, but we got some eye candy for y'all lined up right here. Acer palmatum eye candy.
This tree puts on some amazing pink reticulated spring colors. We've got a full video that we did at Maplewood Gardens on this. I mean, this plant is one of my favorite trees in the spring for really putting on some pink color.
And you can always make the old man and dad jokes. You can be like, hey babe, check out that eye candy. Oh, wait, right here. Here we go, it's the tree. Awesome plant, reticulated variegation, intense pink. Leaf this one out slowly. Give it a shadier spot so it's not gonna be in full sun, so it's leafing out at a more moderate pace. You'll get better colors on this one, not in a greenhouse. It doesn't revert though. If you're getting these right now, they are gonna be more green, just so you know. But this one is gonna look better. The more it ages there in the landscape, the older growth is even more consistent. The more it's slowing down that growth, the more wow factor it gets.
Eye candy, it pairs well with Gold Digger and Hot Blonde.
Oh gosh, don't get us canceled, Tim. Yellow threads.
Y'all, this is one of my favorite of Talon Ball Cult's newer introductions. It is a yellow, more yellow-green lunar lobum style that's shorter and more dense.
You can get a little bit of that going on some of this new growth flush. In the spring, you can get some highlighter colors on this. It's a funky, I mean, think of it almost as a neon yellow Koto no Ito with more intense, bright yellow hues to it. I think a little morning sun actually picks that color up. So if you can get this one some morning sun, late day shade, you'll get to more premium colors of yellow on this one. It does lose it and get to more of a green this time of the year. Great oranges to yellows in the fall as well.
Take this and pair it with something like Villa Toronto, because you're going to have very similar leaf styles, but completely different colors and very similar sizes and shapes. For something starkly different, pair this with something like a Emmetts Pumpkin that has that coarser texture foliage with this fine foliage. Excellent, excellent companion plants.
You guys probably heard me say this before, but I truly believe you really don't get more of an Asian garden feel than with linear lobulums. Like I just hear wind chimes. Like it's a relaxing, peaceful vibe that a lot of people are going for when they're planting a Japanese maple. They're trying to make that more relaxing spot in the garden, and linear lobulums bring that to the table. They certainly have that relaxing, airy, open quality. You get all those vibes of like bamboo without having an invasive bamboo in the garden. You get all the great qualities of a Japanese maple with, you know, spring color, summer color, and fall color, and you still get that open, airy, bamboo, whimsical feeling.
Yeah, amazing plant. Fun tree to use in the garden. Check out our full video with this at Maplewood Gardens, because, I mean, the light was just hitting it just perfectly, so you could really capture the true yellowness of yellow threads.
It's got a lot of yellowness, y'all. All right, speaking of yellowness, here, I'll hand you one. I'm not afraid to share. I'll share with my brother. We got Kristen Starr back for y'all.
Again, y'all, one's gonna sell out quick. Another flowering shrub with some amazing orange colors when it first leaves out. And this is a more dense, more compact. Think of it as a more durable Akane.
Yeah, I love this one. Named by Bill and Kristen Taylor of Spartanburg, South Carolina. You may have seen them if you're here at Open House. They come to a lot of our events. Really nice people. Insane colors on this. Maybe one of my favorite spring color Japanese maples. We've certainly helped make this one popular here at MrMaple. Insane. I mean, it looks just insane. Oranges, yellows, pinks, all on the same plant. I don't grow a lot of Akane because it is a little bit more of a wimp. I think this beats Akane sometimes, even for that spring color, but on a much more durable plant. The original one gets a fair amount of sun there in Spartanburg, you know, hotter area there in South Carolina, still doing excellent. And I like how dense and full it wants to be. It wants to be kind of more of a rounded overall habit.
I like how it's not just a pure upright. It doesn't have a very strong upright habit. It has more of that shrub style growth to it with a little bit lower and a little more spreading. That definitely gives you a different feel out there in the landscape. But the colors this goes to with that oranges over top of the yellow greens that it's maturing to is outstanding. Kristen Starr, one of our favorite Japanese maples from the Area 51 collection here at MrMaple. You're gonna love it.
Kristen Starr, sure to be a star in your garden as well, even if your name's not Kristen. All right, what do we got here, Tim? What's this one? You gonna tell them?
No, I'll let you tell them.
I forgot what it was.
You forgot what it was?
Yeah, sometimes I forget maples, dude. It's a lot.
Well, we got tags on things.
Oh yeah,
this is Acer Kamasaki Nishka, y'all.
I didn't forget what it was. This thing's crazy. I like this one. You saw us list some other pictums. We're always working to get these crazy pictums back in stock. This one gets some of that weird green swirling over top of white variegation. It's funky. Even in the fall where the green is, you get a bold red and then soft pinks on the other parts, the yellows. It's insane all year. I love Acer pictums though. They're just the funkiest cool plants on the planet.
Yeah, this one's a lot like what you love about Niguri Nishiki, but you get a lot of leaves that are partially green and partially variegated. I mean, it just gives you some funkiness with it. Batwing maples, this one's really cool, very different, and one you're gonna enjoy.
Kamasaki Nishka, they're gonna sell out pretty quick, guys. So be ready with this one. You might wanna add it to cart, check out pretty quickly with these. I know we do have a good set of these, but they won't last long. All right, we got Acer japonicum, gossamer.
Selection by Billy Schwartz, found at Red Maples Nurseries as a chance seedling from what Dick Wolf had as aconitafolium. This thing has really thread-like, extremely, it's almost like a japonicum fairy hair.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it.
It just slowed, dense, compact, and a thread leaf version of Acer japonicum.
This thing's fun. I think it's a great one for the container. You can really put this anywhere. I do recommend a little bit more shade in most hotter zones. Incredible. You get just some stringy, twiggy new growth on this. Almost looks like a fairy hair, like he's saying. You get that crazy growth. The older growth can get a little bit more green cascade, but even more upright, smaller, thinner. Really unique plant. Incredible fall colors. I've had this one just be full Hulkamania, yellow and bright red. I mean, it just looks nuts. and it comes to the garden full Hulkamania style. It's bringing that high energy.
Give it some protection from the hot afternoon sun for the best growth rate, but this is going to be a real slow grower. I mean, this tree is one of the slowest growing Acer japonicum selections out there, and it makes such a great tree that's very unique, very different, great for bonsai because it's going to give you that little funky look to it. Love Gossamer, what it can do in the garden.
Yeah, you're gonna love this one. Again, I love it in a container. It is a showstopper no matter where you put it. And Gossamer's always gonna have that real American hero, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, Hulk Hogan. It's never going NWO on you. All right, y'all, that is our 10 at 10 for August 1st. August 1st, what the heck, man?
Of 2023, y'all. So these are sizes of what we have currently, very similar sizes. You know, if you're watching this video later, you know, these trees might be smaller or larger at the time.
August 1st, that sounds like some Back to the Future date. How are we at August already? That's crazy. Again, fall's coming. We do offer fall shipping for y'all if you're looking to hold something till fall, or if you're looking to pick it up at our upcoming open house. Definitely come see us there. It's gonna be Labor Day and it's gonna be off the hook. It's gonna be an incredible day to come out, see what we do here at Mr. Maple. I think there's a ton of people traveling in for this one. It's gonna be a big one, but we're gonna make it worth your while. We've got the band, we've got the Carolina Drifters here playing. Sean, you hear him in those guitar intros for the podcast there. He's gonna be playing guitar. Jess, who works here, playing drums. Kate, she's playing keyboards and backup vocals. That's a whole awesome band. If you hadn't already, go check out their new single, Gasline. It's out on all things right now. And we're gonna have a food truck. So we're gonna have just an incredible day going on here at Mr. Maple.
Y'all, again, this is 10 of the 20 trees getting listed. Check out the email and make sure to check out quick today at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Take care.
God bless.
Have a great day.